So you're getting 35.5 when you measure this person, 30.5, 41.5, all of that divided by 2 again is giving you 8.875. Don't panic, guys, don't panic. Everything is inside that table. It is inside that tape. Hello, my darlings. You're welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another episode of So with Rukky. If this is your first time of stopping by on this channel, watching my video, you're very, very welcome. My name is Rukky Ilodianya. I teach sewing tutorials because I'm a fashion designer and a skilled tailor, and I have been sewing for 6 years and I've had my clothing line for 5 years. So I currently am teaching how to sew for free on this channel, and I also talk about marriage, motherhood, and general life issues because I am married. I am a mom of 2 kids. I film about everything that will help you stay motivated to live your life to its best and its fullest. So if you're looking forward to all these things and more, you can do well. So please click that subscribe button down below and be a part of this wonderful family. If you've done that, there's a bell you will see close to it. Just click on that notification bell so that next time I upload a new video, you're going to be notified. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to understand the tape rulings. When you get your tape, it looks something like this. So I'm just going to more like unbox. It's not unboxed, but I'm going to just listen it. So this is what it looks like. Sorry, I'm going to be looking at the screen, not at the camera, so please excuse that because I just want to be sure that I'm getting everything. So this is what, when you remove this is what your tape looks like, right? So sorry, this is what your tape looks like, and it starts from, oh, let me keep it like this so that you guys understand. Sorry, it was backwards. So it's 1 2 3 4 5 blah 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 blah, and I'm using my front camera. I think that's why it's having it inverted and all of that, but I'm going to switch to my main camera very soon because I'm not going to be showing my face when I am interpreting this because it's a lot. We're going to be using the inch side. This is the inch side and this is the cm side, as you can see. So this interprets like cm, 1 2 3 4 cm, and this one is inches. So we're going to be using this to teach. A lot of tailors use just this and probably this half one, but all these tiny lines, they are all of importance. If you want to learn the importance of all those tiny lines and how much they'll make your clothes beautiful and turn out well, please do well to keep on watching, okay? So guys, I'm going to be interpreting this. So you can see it's now very clear. I'm going to be interpreting this tape measurements using this piece of paper to illustrate something for you guys. Now, if you look at this tape, very well, I'm going to bring it up close. It has this 1 2 3 4. Now in between this, I'm going to be using this from here to here. This is the 1 inch, this is 1.5, this is 2. Right, so I'm going to translate this now, this tape ruling. I'm going to translate it into this place so that you understand it very well, and I'm going to make it wider. So this is what your tape looks like. This is your 0, this is your 1, this is your 2, and this is your 3. So I'm just going to use from 1 2 3 so that you understand. So this right here is from this point to this point, that's to 1. So you see that in between it has, as you can see, it has a half mark here. This has a half mark here as well, and this has a half mark here. So for the half mark, I'm going to be taking it up so that you understand that that's the half mark, right? So I'm going to be using my pen to draw the other one so that you will understand what it looks like. So yeah, so basically this is what it looks like, right? I don't know if you're seeing the pen. Okay, you're seeing it. So now, to illustrate this whole thing, I'm going to draw a circle for you. So this is a circle, right? And this circle is your 1 inch. Like I said before, it is your 1 inch, right? So now you're going to divide that into half. I'm going to be using this green marker to differentiate, to divide. So this green marker that divided this is your half. Let me be using the tape so that you will not be confused. Is this one, this half here, right? That is this one. So you're going to divide this again into half, another half. So that's your red pen. So you're dividing it into half again, and this half is this one, as you can see. So on the tape, it is this one, this particular one now is this red pen now, this second division. This is half of half, but then we're going to divide again into another half. This is using the black marker. I'm dividing it into another half, and that other half is now this one, which on your tape translates to this one, this tiniest one here. Sorry, this tiniest one here, this one now. That is what this black marker signifies. Now we're supposed to get this half. That's the green one. Remember, the green one is the half. The whole circle is 1, right? So for the green, we're going to do is 1 divided by 2 because it's into 2. It gave this and this. I hope you're seeing it, this and this. So we're saying 1 divided by 2. But because we can't leave it at just 1 divided by 2, we have to get the decimal equivalent. So this is I'm using this phone now. So it says 1, I don't know if you can see, divided by 2 equal to, so if you're not good with your math, you can just use a calculator. You're saying it's 0.5, right? So we're going to say 0.5. So this particular half now is 0.5. So to divide this, to get this rather, this red mark is, this is all through, right? So this is 1, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 of this particular circle. So that red mark now is 1 over 4. Okay, if you're not comfortable with that, you can now do half divided by 2 because it's this and you're splitting your half into 2. It is the same thing as 1 over 4, right? So we're going to type or press 1 divided by 4, and it's giving us 0.25. So you have 0.25 for your red. From here to here is quarter because it's a quarter of the circle. From here to here is this 0.5 now that we wrote. Now from here to here, if you're going all the way down to this point, so I'm going to remove this now. It is 3/4 because you're going like 3 over 4. So that's another one, 3 over 4. Then from here, the last one, all the way to the circle is 1. Okay, so you have 1/4 to quarter, which is half. There's nothing like 2/4. Then 3/4 and 1 full one. So for this 3/4 part, I'm going to explain everything. Just calm down. 3 divided by 4 is 0.75. So we have 0.75. Now, when you get your tape, I'm going to use this. It's just unfortunate that I'm going to mark all these things on this tape, but it's still okay because I'll still use it. And it's a new tape. So you guys should see all the sacrifices I'm making for you. So, okay. Now, we are going to use 1 point because this one already has this. Okay, let me also sacrifice and remove this for you guys to see and understand what I'm talking about. So I'm removing this so that this will stay like this so that you see everything very well. Now, this is from everything that we have written out here. Let me explain it to you now. This one now is this 0.125. Okay, this one that seems bigger, okay, is 0.25. This one now that is also bigger in the middle, this one is your 0.5. That's your half. So you're saying that this is your half. Then this other big one now, this one, you know, they are big one. This one is 0.25, but this one is another one. This is your 3/4. So it's 0.75, which is this one, right? This is your 1.125 as this one, 1.25 as this one, 1.5 as this one, that's 1.5, 1.75 as this one. Then you count your 2. So you continue 2.25, 2.5, 2.75, 3. 3 points. You can say it with me. Just be counting it with me so that I'll be sure you understood. Leave the tiny ones now. Let's focus on these bigger ones. 3.25, 3.5, 3.75, 4. 4.25, 4.5, 4.75, 5. Okay? So you just do it and you continue. Just keep practicing it with your tape so that you understand. Now, to be using this shoulder as the S is your shoulder, B is your bust, W is your waist, H is your hip. Okay, so I'm going to be using these 3 just to give an instance of what I mean by tape interpretation. I hope this video is not going to be so long, but even if it is, it's just because I want to give details of everything. So let's say you measure someone, for instance. I'm going to give 2 examples. You measure someone, for instance, and the shoulder is 14, the bust is 34, the waist is 29, and the hip is 39. Okay, so this is the measurement. This is someone's measurements right now. So if you are cutting or sewing, let me give you guys an instance. When you are sewing your clothes, let me just use this old wrapper here that I brought out to just show you guys. When you are cutting your clothes, you fold your clothes like this, okay? And then you measure. You cut your front panel. You measure all your tape from here. You measure all your measurements from here to here, here to here, here to here, and then you cut it off. So when you open it, that is your front. So you also do that for the back. You use the front panel to cut the back panel, okay? We'll go into that when we start sewing, but I just wanted to show you guys. But there is no way you are going to be able to fold it over and sew with 34, 29, 39 and all of that. So usually you divide your measurements, okay? you divide it into 2 and divide it again into 2. For the shoulder, because the shoulder is not round, these ones are the ones that are body circumference, like they go around your body. But as you know, your shoulder is just like from one side to the other side. So you're going to divide this just into 2. And 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay. So now your bust for this person is 34. So I'm going to be using my calculator again to calculate everything so that you understand. So we're going to say 34 divided by 2 is giving you 17, right? So you write your 17. Then you divide this 17 again because you're going to fold your clothes over, right? So it's going to be like a panel. And the front panel is going to be this divided by 2. So 17 divided by 2 is giving you 8.5. That's 8.5. That's why I said it's better we learn all those decimal places. It's just like I'm taking you back to mathematics, secondary school mathematics. So for the waist quickly, 29 divided by 2 is 14.5. That's 14.5. Okay. Now 14.5 divided by 2 again is 7.25. So you're seeing all these points now. See where they're coming into play. Okay. So the last one quickly, 39. 39 divided by 2 is 19.5. And 19.5 divided by 2 is 9.75. Okay, so yeah. Now people will see this measurement right here and they want to equate 9.75 to 10. They want to equate 7.25 to 7.5 so that it will be easier for them. But at the end of the day, when you finish sewing, you know that you have added 0.25 inches on all sides. That's equivalent to 1 whole inch to the person's measurement. That cloth will be loose and it might not fit well. The same thing goes to here. If you add 0.25 measurement to all of them, it's still like 1 inch, 1 point something inches, and it's going to make the cloth loose. It won't be so fitted. So I'm going to be showing you all these measurements. Okay, so this is your 17. 17 is easy to get because of course this is just 17. 14.5 is easy to get because this is your 14.5. That major division there is your 14.5. But when it comes to like this 0.75 and 0.25 ones, this 7.25 from what I taught you is this one. Look at it. This one now. This one, this particular one is your 7.25. Now in the case of 9.75 is this one. Remember how I taught you earlier? 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, 2.25, 2.5, 2.75. So you do it all the way and you go. So when you see something like this, don't panic and say, what is this? So I'm not confused. When you see 0.25, is this bigger bold in between the tiny ones? Then when you see 0.5, it is half. That's this one. When you see 0.75, it is this one. And these measurements are helpful. They are needed when you are sewing, okay? So now I'm going to do another measurement quickly. This one shoulder is 17.5 as the shoulder. Okay, now the bust of this one, sometimes you might measure someone and it will fall into like half of what you measured. Mark it like that. Let's say this one now is 35.5. The waist of this person is 30.5 and the hip is 41.5. Okay, so you're getting 35.5 when you measure this person, 30.5, 41.5, all of that. Just mark it because you know you're dividing into 2 and into 2 again. So we're going to use our calculator and we are going to do it quickly. 35.5 divided by 2 is 17.75. 17.75 divided by 2 again is giving you 8.875. Don't panic, guys, don't panic. Everything is inside that table. It is inside that tape. 30.5 divided by 2. Just use a calculator, like I said. If you don't know it or you're not sure, it's 15.25. Divided by 2 again is 7.625. So 15.25 and 7.625. Okay, and then the last one quickly. 41.5 divided by 2 is giving you 20.75 rather, 20.75, and then divided by 2 again is giving you 10.32375. Hey, mathematics, so the math is now plenty. Remember, this is 7. Okay, so you see this and you're already panicking or getting a remember. This is plenty maths. Are we back to further maths and all of that? No, don't panic. I'll show you guys everything here. Now I'm going to show you a very quick, and I think this is the last time I'm going to be using this marker. I'm going to show you a very quick and easy way to get this so that you won't panic, okay? If you don't understand all those tiny measurements. Now, look at this. This is your 17.75 here, right? This one. This one. See? That's your 17.75. Fold it there. Hold it there. This is your 17.75. So you're going to hold it there. So what you're going to do is just divide it and make this other one now. Make it match here. Do you understand? So you're seeing that this one, that last one now is matching that 7.75. So they can be able to get your half, the half of that one. So the half now, she has seen this point now. She has seen it. It did not fall into a big line. It did not fall into a tiny, it fell into a tiny line. She has seen it. See it here. This is this one. That's this one. Okay, so that is your 8.875. This one here, that tiny one here, that tiniest one there. She has seen it. So all these tiny lines, like I said, they are very important. They are very, very useful. The same thing goes with this 7.625. So what you do is divide this one, use your tape and divide it into 2 so that you get this. So 15.25 is here. As we said before, 15.25 is here. Abi? So I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, so carry this, make sure that it is equal to this. Make sure that this part is equal to this, as you can see. Make sure it is equal to it, and then you find your half. Mark it very well. Opifugo, she has seen. Is this tiny one here? See it here. She has seen. All these tiny marks, I told you people, all these tiny marks are very important. She has seen it here. This tiny one now is your 7.625, which is this one. Okay, so you do it the same way for 20.75. Your 20.75 is this, right? So, well, look at your tape. Sorry, I'm speaking Igbo. It's just I'm Igbo and I love to speak Igbo. So, carry your tape, get it like this, okay? Make sure that it is balanced, and then you fold over. When you fold over, press it very well so that you'll be sure of what you're getting. She has seen a tiny mark. That tiny mark is what you got. So, use your marker, mark it there just to be sure. Now, see there. She has seen this is your 10.375. So you're seeing that all these tape rulings, they are all very, 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 very important, guys. All of them. Like everything is very, very important. So if you're going to be confused by this 0.125 that I said, it's just like this one was just like a guide to show you that this one, all these tiny marks are very important, that those tiny ones are very important. So everything, what I'm saying is the last one mustn't fall at 1.25 or all of that. It's just a guide. So as you can see, 8.875, you now calculate and you get this and your heart will now skip. Which kind of thing is it? Your heart shouldn't skip. So when you use this and you sew, when you finish sewing someone's clothes, it should just be like a glove on the person, like the person just wore a glove on the body, except probably you're not really comfortable with, wearing very, very fitted clothes. Like you don't like your clothes gumming your body. But at the end of the day, the fitting of a cloth, even if it's not really like fitted perfectly on your body, let it just give you a perfect fit. Let it just give you a good shape at the end of the day. So you can just use this, basically use this to cut. And of course, when you finish cutting, you put your allowance, okay, your cutting allowance and all of that. So when you're now shaping at the end of the day, if you don't want it to be exactly at that point, you cannot just give it like quarter of an inch difference so that it will be a bit loose on your body. But don't go and do like all these people and give it like half-inch difference, because by the time you do half-inch on 4 sides, that's already like 2 inches at the end of the day, and it will make your clothes very, very big. I hope you learned a lot and it is very clear to you. If you have a question, please ask me in the comment section. I always like communicating with you guys in the comment section. Please always leave me a comment when you finish watching my videos. Okay, thank you so much for this one. Thank you so much for listening, and remember to give this video a thumbs up if you found it very helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed for more sewing tutorials and every other thing pertaining marriage, motherhood and general life issues. Thank you for watching again. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.